What's going on, people? Welcome to the LV Live show. I'm LV Live. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Once again, I want to thank all the new subscribers for coming by to my channel, man. It's truly appreciated. Big win for them boys in the city that Elvis built in Memphis, Tennessee. 114-113. They beat those Grizzlies. Big Taz, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live on Dios. What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live tonight. Big win for them boys. The captain, Jalen Brunson, 23 points, 6 assists. OG Anunoby, 19 points, 3 rebounds. Game winner. Big time win for them boys on the road. Listen, man, look. This was a game the Knicks should have lost. Let's be honest, right? They got destroyed on the boards. They gave up 72 points in the Baja, in the paint. But it didn't matter, right? It was all fight. It was all just inside. They just wanted it tonight. Big time with Rondo. What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. Big win for them boys, 114-113. OG Anunoby, 19 points, 3 rebounds. Great win, man. Great win. Listen, this is how you start to find your identity. And a game like this is why we love this team. And it's why we love, as New Yorkers, we love when you get really grimy, tough wins like this. J Deals, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rock with LV Live. Big win for them boys, 114-113. This is a New York state of mind win. That's what we're going to call it. New York state of mind win. You had to dig deep for this one. Dig deep. The Knicks were getting just, pause what I say is pounding on the glass. Pounded. They out-rebounded us 58-35. But I thought the Knicks showed a lot of fight, man. A lot of fight, especially in that fourth quarter. That second unit coming in with Shamit, Payne, Deuce. OG Anunoby was with that unit, I believe, too. And the big cat was huge. Eric Green, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rock with LV Live. Big win for the boys, 114-113. The captain, 23.6 assists. But that second unit, starting off that fourth quarter, big time. Big time. And that's what gave us the juice to pull out the win, man. 34 points from our bench tonight, which was huge. Deuce was on fire. Big time game from him as well. Deuce had 17 off the bench tonight. 3 points from Precious Achiuwa. 5 from Shamit. 3 from Campaign. That 3 from Campaign was huge. Huge. That's what gave us our first lead. Great win, man. Great win. Great win. You got to love what you saw tonight, man. You got to love what you saw. Because, guys, we didn't have our best game. We just didn't. We did not. The captain, listen, he wasn't playing great at all. The big cat was okay tonight. But the captain came up with big-time buckets, man, when we needed it. Big-time buckets. Just take a look at the highlights right here, man. I just thought it was fabulous, man. A fabulous win. And I think also, too, with games like this, man, it's awesome because you get to see this team grow, right? And I think also, too, the whole talk about, 0-7 against the top teams. Listen, Memphis is number 2 in the West, man. Number 2. They were tied for us for the 4th best record in the league. And we swept them in the season series this year. Of course, we blew them out at the Garden, 143-106, and now we pull out a very, very gutsy win on the road, man. And I thought tonight was a total team effort. Certain guys had their certain moments, right, in the game where they stepped up. I already talked about Deuce, right? I talked about the captain. Of course, OG Anunoby hitting that big shot, right? But then there was moments where I thought Mikal Bridges had it going. I thought he played really well tonight. John Morant's going to be John Morant.
The 2-point lead and go for the dagger. OG Anunoby, big time.
So I thought it was huge. So, John Morant 0 for 6 from 3, 9 for 22 from the field. Listen, he didn't shoot that great, man. He came up with big shots. But I thought Bridges did a good job on him, man. You can't stop a guy like that. But Bridges was great. He was 15 points. He was 7 for 14 from the field. 2 rebounds, 3 assists, but everyone was active. Bridges had 2 blocks tonight. So did OG Anunoby. Everybody was active today, man. And you got to love it, man. You got to be extremely, extremely happy with the effort that you saw tonight from this team. From top to bottom, everybody contributed. Disc Rover. What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live. Big win for them boys, 114 and 113. OG Anunoby, 19 points, 3 rebounds. And of course, I had to save it for last. The return of Money Making Mitch, who I thought was fabulous tonight. Fabulous. 6 points for him, 5 rebounds. He was a plus 11. Vibes, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live tonight. Big win for them boys, 114 and 113. The captain, 23.6 assists. But I thought Mitch was great, man. Mitch was great. I thought Mitch's numbers were fabulous. 5 rebounds, 4 defensive, 1 offensive, 1 assist, 6 points on only 12 minutes. Great, man. Great. I thought the captain was great as far as, finding guys open and stuff like that. Hit Bridges a couple of times, cutting to the basket. I love Bridges cutting tonight, especially on those fast breaks. I thought he was fabulous. What about that nasty dunk by Deuce? You see it right there on the highlights right there. What about that? Poster right there. But I thought we were great, man. That fourth quarter was huge, man. Huge. I said it before. I said it actually last show, right? I did say it last show. Sorry, it's been a lot going on with LV. Is Brunson the coldest player in the league? Coldest. Is he? Listen, he didn't have his best game. He didn't. Let's be honest. The captain didn't. He was missing a lot of his regular shots. But when the money is on the table, man, buckets. Gravity, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through rocking with LV Live tonight. Big win for them boys on the road in the city that Elvis built. 114 and 113. OG Anunoby, 19 points, 3 rebounds. But what can you say about the captain, man? I mean over and over and over again, he's just coming up with big plays. And here's the thing, guys. Once again, I keep on saying he didn't have the greatest game, but he made the great passes when you needed him to make it, right? I told you he hit Bridges on a run a couple of times, right? Also made a couple of other good passes as well. Then towards the end of the game, he started warming up a little bit. Still hit that 15-foot jump shot on the elbow. Then he hit John Morant on that runner. And then he got the screen from Josh Hart, came down, same spot as last game. That right elbow. Corner 3. Bang. Money, man. And what can we say about the decision to find OG Anunoby in that corner right there for that 3? Great decision-making, man. Great decision-making. And once again, I know I'm going to sound like Tibbs when I say it, but hey, listen, the game will tell you what to do, right? And it did that time because, listen, JB didn't have it. They were crashing in on everybody, crashed down on him. And OG Anunoby was wide open, man. He made the basketball play, man. And that's what you do. And OG Anunoby, trusting that the magic is in the work, right? Knocked down the 3. And then I thought at the end of the game, man, I thought that was a great defensive play altogether. Everybody was playing well defensively, and I thought they played John Morant perfectly. We had Mitch in there to get the rebound. Fabulous, man. Fabulous win to end the game. Coach, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through Rock with LV Live tonight. Big gutsy win by them boys. A New York State of Mind win, 114 to 113. The captain, 23 points, 6 assists. But I thought our wings came out and played today, man. Trust me, they're hearing the talk, man. They're hearing everybody just destroy these guys. They're hearing the talk. They're hearing the talk about the wings, and the wings came out and balled out today. OG Anunoby, 19 points. Bridges, 15 points. 34 points altogether for them. I thought they were fabulous today. 2 blocks between them both. Fabulous. Let's take a look at the stats here, guys. Take a look. We shot 46% from the field. They shot 47% from the field. But look at the 3-point difference, guys. And I think, to me, in all honesty, I think that's the ball game. Of course, OG Anunoby's big time 3, but that's the ball game. Look at that, guys. 13 for 38, and we got up 38 threes today, man, which I thought was fabulous. They only shot 4 for 31. To me, that's the ball game, man. That's the ball game. If they would have made 3 more 3-pointers, man, this game is over. But look at the boards, though. Look at the domination on the glass. 58 to 35. When you get out rebounding like that, you should get smoked in the game. And look at the points in the paint. 74 to 44, man. Domination on their end. But look at the turnovers. That's another part of the game. We only had 9 turnovers today. They had 19 that led to our 28 points. That and the 3-point line, to me, is the game. Look at those stats right there, guys. 19 turnovers that we forced, which led to 28 points. Getting after it on the defensive end, I thought was fabulous for them boys, and that led to 28 points. And to me, that is the ball game. On top of the 3-point shots, we guarded the 3 really well today. I thought our defense was great. We only allowed 113 points. Guys, a couple of games we've been averaging 128 points, 130 points we've been letting teams. But I thought today we really, really locked it in defensively. And I just thought it was a fabulous game altogether. I felt like today was a total team win. I didn't think it was no individual stars. Of course, Brunson came up big. OG Anunoby came up big. But I think it was everybody. We needed everything from everybody today to pull out this win. And see, wins like this is kind of what helps bring you guys together, man, which I think is really, really big to kind of build some camaraderie today, man. I thought it was fabulous. So, great win, man. Great win. Let me see what everybody's talking about. Gravity. Talk about Wingstop can really do their job the most when Mitch is holding down the middle. Agreed. That's well said, man. That's a great way to break it down. Because then they know they have protection on the back end, right? So they know that because of the way Mitch is defensively, they know they can take risks. They can gamble a little bit. And I thought that that's what they did. And I thought they challenged the Grizzlies too. I thought that, they really got after it defensively. I wasn't really too crazy about the whistle. I thought they were getting all. I thought they were getting all the calls, man. All the calls. How many free throws we shot tonight? We shot 16. They shot 22. Okay, wasn't too bad. But it just felt like that, man. It felt like that. No one was really getting no call. Cat gets no calls. He gets no calls. Brunson got to the line 8 times. The captain, usually drawing fouls, so I thought it was great. Coach's Mitch will get his extension. Yo, man, listen, let me tell you something. He changes everything. He does. His presence out there, you can feel his presence, Coach. You can. Because when he's there, defensively, he's on a different level than Cat. He just is. And he's big. You know what I'm saying? He's big. You can't coach his size and his athleticism. And so there was a couple of times today I saw him defensively. So I don't know if you remember when they tried to set a screen and Edie tried to go up and get the give and go. Mitch was right on him and got the steal and kicked it up. You know what I'm saying? So it's little things. And there was one time John Morant tried to drive and Mitch moved his feet. And due to that, it kind of forced John Morant to take an awkward shot. And Bridges kind of came over and blocked the shot. You know what I'm saying? So it's the little things that he does that I paid attention to. You know what I'm saying? He was plus 11 today too, man. I don't know if you guys peeped. Did you guys peep? Precious didn't play in the second half. He didn't play in the second half. So all Mitch needs is to rev up. He only played 12 minutes tonight, man. But I thought it was great. I thought it was great seeing him rev up a bit. Thought it was good to see with him. Thought it was good to see. But I thought he was fabulous, man. I thought he looked great. He looks in great shape too, guys. He looks in great shape. Great shape. So I don't think it's going to take him a while to get his legs back because he's in shape already. Del Ali, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through Rock with LV Live. Big New York State of Mind win for them boys. 114 to 113. OG Anunoby, 19 points, 3 rebounds. Big Taz says when Mitch gets acclimated, it's going to be word up. Agreed. My guy Gravity says the refs got to stop doing cat dirty with no foul calls on defense and the offensive foul calls. Agreed. Yeah, Cat doesn't get any calls, man. He doesn't get any calls. And he's down there working too, man. Down there working. Atlantic Lion, man. What's going on, man? One of my day ones, man. Appreciate you coming through rocking with me, Atlantic Lion. Hope all is well with you, sir. Big New York State of Mind winning for them boys. 114 to 113. The captain, 23.6 assist. Atlantic Lion just want to know, Big Mitch era. Yo, word up. Word up. Mitch was big tonight. You know, I thought who had a great bounce back game. Of course, not just hitting a big time shot was OG Anunoby. Listen, man, I thought he played Triple J. I thought he played him really, really well. Now, Triple J is going to get his, but I felt OG Anunoby made it hard for him. Like, it wasn't easy. It wasn't an easy thing. He was hitting a lot of them floaters, but it was tough for him. OG Anunoby was making him work. And I think that's the beauty of that, because even though you're getting your shots and you're scoring here and there, it's hard to get your shots. See, OG Anunoby was making it hard for him, and I thought that was fabulous because things like that lead to like the fourth quarter and all those other things, because once again, you know, you start kind of like, you know, you start feeling it. You start getting tired and stuff like that because you're working extra hard to get your shot off. And I thought OG Anunoby did really, really good against Triple J. Triple J got his, but it wasn't easy. I didn't feel it was easy for him to get his. You know what I'm saying? I didn't feel it was easy. You got to understand. Look, Triple J, check out his numbers, man. It wasn't great. He was 6 for 16 from the field, 1 for 5 from 3. Only 7 boards for him. 18 points for Triple J, man. We'll take that. It wasn't like he was crushing out there. Listen, OG Anunoby made it hard on him. So I thought, all in all, this was a typical OG Anunoby game. Got some deflections, got 2 blocks. How many steals did he have today? I thought he had a couple steals. How many steals he had? Yeah, he had 1 steal. Solid game from him. You know, with that being said, let's hear from OG Anunoby, man. Let's hear from him. See what he has to say.
Yo, dude, smile. You just hit a game-winning basket. Why you gotta look like that? I'm smiling. Okay, all right, go ahead. Answer Kenny's question. Yeah, that was a big win. You know, we were down most of the game. You know, we fought back. We got big stops, big rebounds, and scoring transition, pushed the pace. And JB hit big shots. Everyone hit big shots. Everyone made big plays. Mikal, Josh, Kat, Deuce, Cam, Landry, the whole squad, Mitch.
I love that from you as a teammate, but you arguably hit the biggest one. On the shot we saw of your face, there was a particular look on your face. What were you thinking when that ball swung from Jalen Brunson to your side?
Just make the shot, you know. I work on it so much, you know. I trust my work. I put in the time, so just being confident in my shot.
You mentioned Mitchell Robinson, and he certainly was a presence. Played 12 minutes today, was in there at the end. What does his return mean to this Knicks club?
Oh, you know, it's huge, you know. He's a monster out there, offensively and defensively. And, you know, as the season goes on, as he gets up to speed, he's going to keep getting better and better. And, you know, we miss him and we need him.
All right, thanks, OG, for taking a couple of minutes, and congratulations on the victory.
Thank you.
Great breakdown by him. You saw him smiling, man. He's like in 3rd grade, man. You saw him smiling and stuff like that. She's like, you gotta smile, man. I know he'd be ice grilling, but you know, that's OG. But listen, man, he was right. I love the fact that he named everybody. Like when they said, he said we were down for most of the game, which they were. But I love the fact that he named everybody in there, because everybody contributed to this win. Everybody. And I feel that with games like this is very important. You know why? Because it builds that camaraderie. Remember, guys, we've said this before. We'll say it again. This team is still fairly new. This is only year one of the project here of what this team is going to be. So getting wins like this, especially going into the playoffs is right around the corner, right? We got, what are we now? We almost 40. We almost got 40 wins, 40 and 20. So what is that on about? 23 games left. So we got 23 games left. So the playoffs are right around the corner. So wins like this start to build, that camaraderie around each other, and to where you believe in each other, you believe in your brothers, you trust each other on the court, because it takes a lot of trust from Jalen Brunson to make that pass to OG Anunoby to hit the shot. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like that's trust, because you got to believe that he's going to make it, whether he makes it or he misses it, whatever. I trust in him that he's going to knock down a shot. And like OG Anunoby said, listen, man, I trust in the work that I put in, you know what I'm saying, to knock down that shot. So when he passed me the ball, my mindset was just make the shot, knock it down. And that's the beauty of that. Eddie Kofi, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through Rock with LV Live. New York State of Mind went for them boys. They had to dig deep for this one, just like how we do in the city. We get it out the mud. New York State of Mind win 114 and 113. OG Anunoby, 19 points, 3 rebounds. And so I think that it's very important for this win to happen the way it did, because we got the Heat coming up Sunday, and then it's going to get insane. Right? It's going to get insane. I'm going to bring up the schedule in a little bit, but it's going to get insane. The schedule. So it's something that we have to get ready for, man, because it's about to get ugly. It's about to get ugly after Sunday. But wins like this are important, man. Wins like this are important. And in this league, especially against a really good team like this, they're number 2 in the West, man. So let's not try to make it seem like they're nobody. Okay? The number 2 in the West. They were tied for the 4th best record in the league next to us. Right? And we swept the series with them. So that we got to put a feather in our cap for that. We've been getting blasted about all the ways to us going 0-7 against the top dogs. Listen, we beat the number 2 team in the West. Give us our credit for that. That's how I look at this win. And then once again, man, this is just kind of like a way to kind of build off of that and build off of that camaraderie. So I thought it was big. Knicks 100 GM, man. What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through Rocking with LV Live. New York State of Mind win for them boys. 114 and 113. The captain. 23 big points. So I thought it was great today. Eddie Kofi says, big comeback win. We must roll over the Heat on Sunday. Yeah, man. I mean, listen, we should definitely get that win. But to me, in this league, a win is a win. A win is a win, man. You know what I mean? This is the league is tough. The league is tough. The league is no joke. You know what I mean? So you got to really, identify that. But I thought, all in all, there was something I heard today, right? Something I heard today. I'm sure you guys listen to Dexter, right? On He Got Game, right? I think he does great work over there, the New York Post Sports, and great content over there with those guys. But he had Stephen Bondy on, right? And Stephen Bondy, of course, he took over Berman's spot over there for the Post, the writer over there, and I think he does amazing work over there. I definitely read a lot of his stuff. He's well connected to what's going on there. He said something today on Dexter's show, which I thought was really, really telling, right? He talked about how the locker room in some ways is not as close as they were last year, right? And it's different in the locker room. It's not the same chemistry. Now, not to say that they don't like each other or whatever the case may be, but it's different. It's a different type of chemistry in their locker room. They felt like they were a lot closer last year. Now, if you think about it, it makes sense because remember Dante and JB are best friends, man. He was in Brunson's wedding, so those guys are uber tight. You know what I'm saying? Like really, really, really close. Dante has spoken about, how close he was with Brunson at Villanova, right? So that felt like that feels like family with those guys, right? And then, iHeart talked about how close he was to Mitch, right? So all those things, and of course, Randall's been there a long time, right? So you built something there that felt like a family last year, right? I felt like that because all those guys were super close. Then you bring Mikal in, then you bring Towns in. It's going to be different. It is. And so I don't know how close Bridges was with those guys. Even though they played on college together, they may not have been the best of friends. They may have been cool with each other, but I don't know if they were really tight like how Dante was. It's different, right? And they also identified that, Bridges' closest friend on the team is Campaign, right? So that was also like an eye opener. Like, wow, okay, I thought it would have been those Villanova dudes, but it's not. His best friend is Campaign. Because remember, they was in Phoenix together. So I'm saying all this stuff to say that, based on what Stephen Bondy said, being in the locker room, there's still a lot of growing that this team has to do. And when you get wins like this to where everybody's involved and everybody contributes to the win, as much as we love Brunson, it's not all on his shoulders. Everybody was involved in getting us over the top here to pull out a great victory. It brings guys together closer. You know what I mean? And it brings us together to where we start to really believe in each other, trust in each other. And I think through that, you're going to start to see this team really start to turn a corner as far as becoming a tighter unit, right? And it takes time because, once again, this is a fairly new team. Even Campaign is new, right? So it takes time. But I've always known that when you have a really good friendship in the locker room, on the court as well as off the court, let me say that, you always play better as a team because when you're going out there on the court, on a football field or whatever, you feel like you're playing for your brothers, right? You're playing for these guys, who become like your family because you guys do everything together. So when you have that camaraderie, you play harder, you defend harder, you make sure you make the right pass. You're locked in a little bit more because you feel like you're playing for more, right? Because you're playing for each other. So you can't just create that. You just can't buy that. That's got to be created over time. And so I think that with wins like this, this helps towards building towards that. And so that's why I think tonight was such a great win, man, because it starts kind of help stacking that trust in each other and building that closeness that you're going to need during the playoffs because everybody's got to be on board. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that's really, really important. And that's why this win was so big. Knicks and Hunter GM said they got to give Mitch high play of the game. And all he did was pass the pain right in front of him. Listen, man, I thought Mitch had great minutes, man. I mean, that's their decision that they wanted to give it to Mitch. Who Knicks and Hunter GM, who would you give it to? Who would you ever give it to? Play the game. Let me know. Deuce, that dunk was crazy. What go on, man? What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through Rock with LV Live. New York State of Mind win for them boys 114 and 113. OG Anunoby, 19 points, 3 rebounds. What go on says Mitch was 6 for 5, right? 6 points, 5 rebounds, a plus 11, only 12 minutes. That's the Mitch effect. He brings impact whenever he's on the court. Word out, money making Mitch is back, man. He's back. And then also, too, it takes a lot of pressure off of a guy like Precious, man. And, of course, Towns, but really Precious because Precious is playing out of position. You know what I'm saying? And I would really like to see it to where he's out there with Mitch because then you're going to probably see Precious play a little bit better, in certain ways. Like, you know what I mean? You don't have to worry about trying to, I don't know, take certain shots, right? He just gets offensive rebounds, play defense, finish strong towards the rim. He doesn't have to take on that responsibility that Mitch pretty much does. And so I thought that was that to me is what's big for Mitch coming back. Because like I said, Precious didn't even play in the second half. He didn't. So those 12 minutes, like you stated, being a plus 11, that's big. That's big for Mitch. And big for this team as well. This Grover says, most energy I've seen from OG since the 40-point game in Denver. Game in the interview, agreed. Not going to lie. Agreed. Listen, man, I thought he played exceptional tonight, this Grover. I thought he played exceptional tonight. And what I liked from him, this Grover, I felt like it was the old OG Anunoby game, right? Back last year in January, right? When around the time he first came in January, that's when the Knicks were rolling, considered to be the best team in the league at the time because of their record. And I think that January, what were we, 14-2, something crazy. The record was insane, right? So I felt we were back to that. 40-point game is cool, but the reason why I bring back that January, because he was doing everything. He was knocking down threes. He was blocking shots. He was getting steals. He was all over the place. The way he defended Triple J tonight is huge because, Triple J he's a problem, man. He's really, really tough to deal with. What is he, 6'11", 6'10", 6'11"? He's big. But OG Anunoby being 6'8", that's the beauty of him. That's why he's so coveted, because he can guard a guy like Triple J, then drop down guard a guy like Bane, guard a guy like John Morant, right? So he can guard all these different type of people and really have an impact on that. And so that's the beauty of him. But see, Triple J couldn't move him out, couldn't push him around like that because OG Anunoby's, he's got some size on him. So it's tough for Triple J to move him around like that. He couldn't just push him out. He can't do that with OG Anunoby. He can't. And so, hence, Triple J going 6 for 16 today. And so I thought that was big. That was big. Just his presence. And I felt like we got back to the old OG Anunoby. And so, him hitting that shot, hopefully that's a wake-up call for him, right? That it's almost playoff time. Let's get ready. Knicks 100 Jam said, high IQ. Pay Crawford that check. He is good. Pay Crawford that check. He is good. You got to help me understand that, man. I don't get that. Pay Crawford that check. He is good. Listen, man. I apologize, man. I went over LV's head, man. Help me understand, please. But great win for them, man. Great win for them. Great win for them. Hey, man, you just fall in love with this team, right, guys? You just fall in love with this team. You got to be really, really happy with just how they played tonight, man. How they played tonight. I really, really, truly do. Also, too, guys, listen, what about that bench unit, man? Landry Shamet and those guys, right? I thought Shamet came in and played like really good defense. Thought he was extremely active, man. Extremely active. Guys be destroying him, man. He be talking crazy about Shamet. All he does is come in and just play ball, man. You gotta love a guy like that. He just comes in and just plays hard. And I thought he was solid tonight, man. I thought he was solid for that second unit. Came in, gave him really, really good minutes. And that's all. And guys, that's all you want, man. That's all you want. You don't want guys coming in trying to be superheroes. Just do your job. Come in, give us solid minutes. Josh has got 5 fouls. Come in and hold down the fort, right? Let's not get it to where, can you stop the house from burning, right? Can you do that? And he did that, man. He knocked down that 3. I was like, oh, okay. When he knocked down that 3 and they got the steal and he finished 2, I said, I think we might get a win tonight. Even though we were down, it felt like the momentum was changing in that moment, especially when that second unit came in and when Campaign hit the 3, I said, I think we're going to pull this out tonight. Oh, okay. Yo, Knicks out of GM. You locked in. So, okay. So, because they gave Mitch player of the game or whatever they gave him, you feel like they should pay Jamal Crawford the money so he can call games? I thought Monica was okay today. Monica was bad? I thought she was good. Because he would be taking her spot. I thought Monica was good tonight. You didn't like Monica? I thought he was good. What was the other guy? I forget the other guy. What's his name? Kenny Payne, right? Is that his name? Kenny Payne? What's the guy's name? I'm sorry. I got the name. I got the name on Jim. I'm thinking my next 100 GM, man. He's a bunch more Crawford, man, being on the court. I thought Monica was good tonight, man. Hey guys, let's listen. Let me I'm gonna pull it up for you guys really quick. Let's listen to Mitch, man. Let's listen to Mitch, see what Mitch has to say, man. Welcome back to the, you know what I'm saying, to money making Mitch, man. Big game for him, man. Let's hear from him. Let's hear from Mitch. See what he's talking about here. I thought he was fabulous tonight. Just bring it back from the top for you guys.
Like the last minute of regulation back in there for those 2 defensive possessions. What was that like?
He trusts me. You know, missing 10 months and to put me in a big, position right there to get a stop or whatever, means a lot. You know, it showed that he trusts me and he, still rock with me.
Played a lot of. What about the drive and dunk? Been waiting for that.
Yeah, you saw that, huh? It was smooth, huh? Yeah. I mean, that's something we've been working on through the whole rehab process and stuff like that. So I felt comfortable doing it. So, just did it.
Just like the last minute of regulation back in there for those 2 defensive.
Mitch is back. Kenny Albert. Thanks, Big Taz. Kenny Albert. Mitch is back. He said, what Mitch said? He said, yo, you like that, right? It's kind of smooth. Yo, Mitch is back, man. Mitch is back. Hey, listen, he made a great point, though, right? He said, Tibbs trust him in that moment, but of course he's going to trust him, man. Of course he's going to trust him. He know what Mitch brings to the game defensively, man. That's one thing that's not going to go from this guy. He knows how to block shots and rebound, so that's good. But I thought that, Mitch was solid tonight, man. And then, he said, that's something I've been working on my game. You know what I'm saying? Felt good enough to do it. So I turned around and I did it. You like that, though. That was smooth, right? Mitch is back. Big vibes. Oh, vibes. You back in business with that? With that app? Okay, that's good, man. That's good to hear. Vibes said, right. They've been working on this game, LV. Yo, word up, man. Listen, man. He said it, man. He said, something he's been working on. So that was a good move he made, though, man. That was a good move. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was a good move by Mitch, man. But listen, guys, he looked great tonight. He looked really good. And I think the most important thing, guys, too, that you guys, I don't know if you identified this, he's in shape. Now, basketball shape is different, but he's in shape. And so I think it's going to be quicker for him to get in basketball shape because he came back in shape. Because he looks ready to go. He looks really, really good. So I think give him like another week and a half, maybe 2 weeks, if that. I give him a week, especially with the schedule coming up. I think he's going to be good to go. Knicks 100 said Monica talk too much, saying a bunch of nothing. Yo, she all right, man. I think Monica does a good job. Yo, Knicks 100 GM, what's wrong? Come on, why you acting like that, man? We gotta rep our New Yorkers, man. Why you barking on her like that? She's doing all right. She's not gonna be like Clyde, man. Sliding and gliding. She ain't gonna be on that. Dishing and swishing. She ain't gonna be on that, man. She does it her style. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's got a style, Knicks 100 GM. Everybody got a style. You know what I'm saying? You got to respect people's flow and how they do things. That's her thing, man. That's her thing. Big Taz says she's not from NYC. No. What I'm saying, Big Taz, she's not from New York. But what I'm saying is she's with the crew. She's with the team. She's with the Knicks. So you got to, you know what I'm saying, just show some love, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to. Come on, man. I think she all right. He said, nah, she be talking too much. He's 100 GM, man. He give everybody the business, right? Even Monica, man. Monica's legit. He's still killing her. When he hit a three, the guard ain't going to lose it. When Mitch hit a three, Mitch ain't hitting no threes, man. He better not shoot no threes. He better not shoot no threes. This Grover says, yes, yo, Monica's all right, man. Yo, this is what? What's wrong? She don't be mumbling, my man. Yo, how you? Can I ask you something? I'm just, it's a Friday night too, man. That's why I love coming talking to y'all, man. Yo, my man, we just had a great win. We had a great win. A great win. How do you find an issue with Monica in this happy place that we're in because of how well the team played by coming back and pulling off this victory? I didn't see anything that she did wrong. She wild trash, bro. Yo, my man. Yo, how is she trash, man? What does she say that got you upset, man? That you like, nah, we gotta get Crawford up in here. What does she say, man? What does she do? What does she do? Nothing she says is informative to me. Yo, my man, how informative you want her to get? Like, what's she supposed to say or do, man? I mean, I think she's super informative, man. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think she's okay, man. I think she's fine. It was nothing that I saw that I thought, okay, like, nah, we gotta get her off the court. I didn't see that at all. I just like to ask questions. What does she do that really kind of had you kind of, like what? I don't know, man. Next on the GM, man. I don't know. Bitch ass kids. But anyways, back to the Knicks. Back to regular schedule program. Well, all in all, great game, man. Great game by them boys. Great game by them boys. I mean, I think for me, the biggest thing that I took away from this, right? I took away from this game is that, the captain didn't have it at his best. Like, he just didn't. I could tell. And in certain parts of the game, I think the score was 70-80. Like, he was missing certain shots that he usually makes. And so that's when I knew. I said, all right, this might be a tough one to pull out, because if he's not hitting shots, we're gonna have a really, really tough time. And that's what it felt like, to be honest with you guys. Like, it didn't feel like it didn't feel like we were going. I'm trying to get my words together. Sorry, guys. It didn't feel like we were going to lose the game, but we weren't going to win if he didn't start getting it going, right? If that makes any sense. Because the game, we was in striking distance, like, the whole time. But he wasn't really kind of getting it together. Like, he was struggling, like, with certain things. And then Cat didn't have it going neither. And I said, if he doesn't get it going, we're not going to be able to pull this out. And what does he do? Brunson is cold-blooded. Oh, Isaiah Acosta, man. Acosta? I don't want to butcher your name, man. I apologize, man. I appreciate you coming through, rocking with me and my crew, man. Big win for the boys. A New York State of Mind win. That's what I call it. 114-113. The captain, 23.6 assists. Isaiah Acosta, man. Listen, if it's your first time coming through, please subscribe to the channel, man. Please come through and subscribe and rock with me and my crew, man. We do this after every game. So I appreciate you coming through, rocking with me and my crew, man. Truly appreciate it. Next on the said Mitch is going to hit a 3 LV. You watch. Yeah, I'm going to see, man. I'm going to see. gonna see. Big Tassus Brunson with the shot, though. Yeah, word up. Yeah, word up. Word up. Brunson cold, man, ain't he? He cold. Here's the thing with that, right? He didn't have it going all night. All night. That's why he's cold-blooded. Because he could step into that, right? And knock that down with ease, man. With no problem. Like he couldn't throw the ball in the river. He had a couple of runners, but not from deep. But yo, when he stepped over to that side, something in me said, yo, this is money. That's cold, man. Yo, he's to me, I'm biased. He's the most clutch player in the league, man. Clutch player in the league. If you want to give it to Shea, cool. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. But he's right there, man. He's right there. And they try to get the ball out of his hand, right? They do. They try to, but they just can't. They just can't. They know what's coming, but they can't stop it, man. Elvy's bugging right now, right? Elvy's jumping out the window. Tell me to chill. Tell me to chill, everybody. But yo, this feels like Jordan, man. I said it. This feels like MJ with this guy. It does, man. You know it's coming. Pause. You know what he's going to do, man. You know what he's going to do. You know what he's going to do. He hit the same shot in the same place that he hit last game. And it's when the money is on the table, man. When it's on the line. When this is it. And that's the beauty of him being so dangerous, because that's what opened up the OG Anunoby 3. You gotta love it, man. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Isaiah says, can't wait to see a fully ready Mitch, man. It's going to be awesome. No, Isaiah, listen, check it out. I don't think it's going to take him long. He looks in fabulous shape. Fabulous shape. I think it's just conditioning. You know what I'm saying? As far as, getting your basketball legs back and stuff like that, right? I think it's just that with him. But he looks in great shape. He looks in great shape. He's just got to get his wind back. That's all. That's all. Get his legs back too, right? I seen he kind of he get his timing back, because playing in the game, playing in practice is totally different. It speeds up. The speed of the game is totally different. So I don't think it's going to take him long. The cool thing is that we got a lot of games coming up, but I don't think it's going to take him long. This Grover says, imagine a big mermaid makes a miraculous quick recovery. Yo, what up? Yo, I gotta see, man, because I don't know if the Knicks who are they going to pick up? Because is it going to be T.J. Warren? Is it going to be what is it? What is his name? Okiki, right? Okiki? Is it going to be him? Oh, they talking about Moses, Big Moses coming back, man, from because the who was it? The Mavs. They said the Mavs couldn't sign him. The Mavs couldn't sign him. So he kind of had to come back. I guess from the waiver wire, I don't know, whatever it is, but he had to come back, and due to that, I think that's why the Knicks could possibly pick him up. But I don't know if they pick him up now with seeing how Mitch looked. You know what I'm saying? Seeing how Mitch looked, I don't think they pick him up. Moses, I don't think they, because Moses from Queens. Oh, he's from over there because he went to Archbishop Malloy. Isaiah, thanks for the breakdown. Moses Brown says Dallas cannot sign him, right? They couldn't sign him, right? Because they already signed him to a 10-day contract. So they can't re-sign him to another one. That's how that goes. So agreed. Thank you, Isaiah, for that. Look, Isaiah says, my pop still thinks that Brunson is not a winning type of player. He keeps saying his height will never make him win a chip. You know what, man? You know, I kind of see where your pops is coming. I'm glad, he's there saying that to you and stuff like that, because that's a great breakdown. And big men rule the NBA. It's always been that way. But there is a guy out there in Detroit, man, called Isaiah Thomas, man. Zeke changed the game. Him and Tiny Archibald, who played with Boston. Tiny from the city, too. It's Tiny from the Bronx. So those guys changed everything. But Zeke going back to back, man. How tall was Zeke? Zeke was about 6'1". Dumars was about 6'2", 6'3". So when they did that, that tells you everything. Let me pull something up here for my man Knicks on the GM, right? I think this is why he's got some issues today. I'm going to show you something really quick, all right? I'm going to share my screen. I think this is what's going on with him. I think this is why he's upset. I think he's upset because she came in there looking like this. And I think that's why he's mad. She came in there looking like that with them shades on. Knicks and Hunter Jim was like, yo, come on, man. Come on, man. He was like, yo, what's wrong with her? Take them shades off. My brother, I understand. And I'm glad you feel the way that you do. Because this can't happen, right? She can't be on there with shades on. Right? Be more professional. She's smiling with shades on, right? I understand, man. See, once again, I like to ask questions and bring it to people's attention, right? Because this is probably why you're beefing about Monica, and it's understandable. She should not have shades on there. It's not professional. I understand, my brother. I got you. I got you, my man. I totally understand. I totally understand. So listen, guys, really quick. I don't know if you guys heard, right? I'm going to kind of segue, right? I thought it was a great game for the boys, but I'm kind of segue because there's something I wanted to talk to you guys about, right? Before we get up out of here, because I'll be back Sunday, but I'm going to talk to you guys about something real quick. Did you guys see what LeBron James said today? I'm going to share that with you guys right now because everybody's been talking about it. Everybody. And I kind of wanted to bring it up with you guys because I wanted to kind of see how you guys felt about it. So we can all rap about it because I'm sure you guys heard about LeBron saying about being the face of the NBA and all this other stuff. I was like, yo, this is some serious stuff going on here, man. People beefing, people getting upset. So I said, okay. I'm gonna talk to my crew about it today. We gonna really chop it up. We're gonna really chop it up because he basically was saying that he don't think Ann Edwards should want to be the face of the NBA. Right? He doesn't think Ann Edwards should be the face of the NBA. And Wendy and Stephen A went on there and kind of course, Gilbert Arenas too. But I wanted to kind of bring it up to you guys and kind of see how everybody felt. First off, before I even do that, let me bring it up because I want you guys to be able to hear it, so you can see exactly what all the beef was with LeBron and everything like that. We got to bring it up because we got to talk about it here on the LV Live show, man. We got to talk about it, man, because it's been everywhere, man. It's been everywhere. Everyone's beefing and just everybody's having their perspective about what LeBron said. Because the reality is this, guys. Who's the best player ever? Does anybody think it's LeBron? And if you think it's LeBron, it's cool. I don't think it's nothing wrong for you to think that. But I'm about to share it with you guys real quick so we can all hear it and break it down exactly what LeBron said, right? Okay, give me 1 second here. Let me just pull this up. Okay, 1 second, guys.
Fortunate, but like, I don't know why do you want to be the face of a league when all the people that that cover our game and talk about our game on a day-to-day basis on everybody. You have that responsibility. It's just weird. It's weird energy from the people that I don't know, but. Channing, he said it. He said it perfectly. He couldn't say it no better. But Ant said he don't want it. Obviously, I didn't ask for it, but I knew there was a responsibility for me, not only to my family, my friends, my community, and whoever that was going to follow my journey throughout my career. Not only in Ohio when I started there, but all over America and all over the world when I traveled all over the world. So. I've always taken that seriously and understood from the beginning what being a professional was all about and being a role model was all about. So try to hold that with the utmost respect and honor. And but I feel I understand. I completely understand. This is weird energy when it comes to that. So
okay. Okay, so I'm going to bring up some other stuff too. Give LV 1 second. So he's saying, because Ant Edwards was asked about being a face of the league. Ant said he don't want to be face of the league. So now LeBron's saying he understands it because why do you want to be the face of the league if everybody's going to kind of like talk ish about you, right? So. And then you hear LeBron saying, it's weird energy and all this other stuff. What are you talking about, man? Who's talking crap about you? Like who? Because people disagree with the fact that you're not the greatest player. Like they feel Michael Jordan is the best player. That's why I asked you guys that earlier. Like whoever you feel the GOAT is or whatever, some people feel it's him, some people feel it's Jordan. That's people's opinion. People critique your game. So what? That doesn't mean people are talking crap about you. They're critiquing your game. And then did you hear him say, "Oh, I was the face of the league, but that was something I didn't want." He's lying, man. I like LeBron, but he's telling stories. Of course, he wanted to be the face of the league. Of course, he wanted to be the face of the league. Like I just don't understand like that whole mindset. Like Ant don't want to. So if you don't want to listen, if you don't want to be the face of the league, then give back all those benefits that come with being the face of the league. All those endorsements, all those extra relationships that you make outside of the league. Because that's what being the face of the league comes with. It's two sides of the coin. You can't have it both ways. You can't want the love because you're scoring all these points and doing all these things, but you don't want the other stuff that comes with that too. It's two sides to every coin. You got to take the love and the hate all the same. You got to love it all the same because that's part of being the man. But see, what I get from him, the weird energy is, I only want people to kind of love me and kind of give me love, but don't talk crap about me when I'm messing up and I'm not playing well. Don't say nothing. Like, that doesn't make any sense, man. You know what it's like? It's like being a boss and running a show and being an entrepreneur. You got to fire people, but then you give people raises at the same time. There's two sides of the coin. You give people raises right before the holiday. Sometimes you give them a Christmas bonus. And sometimes you might have to fire somebody right before Thanksgiving. I mean, that's what goes on. That's the price of being a boss. When you're the man, that's what comes with it. It's two sides of the same coin. You can't pick and choose it, man. And that's where he lost me there. That's where he lost me. So, of course, Stephen A. and all these guys, they got it. They went in on him, right? So I want you guys to hear what Stephen A. had to say. And, of course, Brandon Windhorst, right? These guys, Brandon Windhorst has been following LeBron and covering LeBron since high school. Because, remember, they went to the same high school together. So I don't know if he was there at the same time as LeBron, but he was covering LeBron at, what is it, St. Vincent's or whatever the case may be out there in Ohio. Okay, so let me share this with you guys because once again, I love talking and stuff about this with you on the LV Live show because we got to get to it because that's been all the talk today about LeBron and all this other stuff. So I'm like, all right, I gotta share this with my crew today. All right, so let me just go here. Make sure I got this all set up for you guys, queued up. All right, okay, let me go here. Make sure I turn this up.
Everybody wants either over here or over here. Nobody wants to operate in the spectrum because it is both. I know it's not as fun to say both because LeBron can both say that I am held to an unfair standard, and yet he chose to wear number 23. Mm-hmm. He said also in this clip, we cut it out just for brevity. He also said, I never asked to be the face of the league.
Lies.
Of course he asked to be the face of the league. He signed a $90 million Nike contract, which he could have signed with Reebok for more money, by the way, but he signed with Nike. Why? Because of Jordan. So, yes, it is unfair at times to hold him to that standard, which, as you have described, is unimpeachable, but he also has invited it. So he is a billionaire because people across the world are attracted to the game. One of the reasons they're attracted to the game is because of the entertainment value that it brings beyond just before the ball going into the basket. Mm-hmm. So it would be more fun to take one side or the other and just scream at each other, face of the league, no, I'm not. Face of the league, no, I'm not. But that's not reality. Reality is it's in the middle. That's where I go. That's why I don't get to have as much fun. But that is the truth.
Really appreciate the comments by everybody. We're going to stop this BS right now. This dude... It's hypocritical, not just because of how he came into the league, not just because of what he piggybacked off of. It's also because after he profited from it all, then you're complaining about it. You see, he didn't hate the game. He played the game. Now that you got yours, you're trying to get everybody else to hate the game. You see, we don't bring that up enough. But that definitely LeBron James is guilty of that. And I recognize him as one of the greatest ambassadors in the history of all of sports. Okay? I know how valuable he is. His money says how valuable he is. And by the way, he's still underpaid. He deserves more
vastly.
Money.
I love this. I love this, and I love this, and I love this breakdown. Do you see? Listen, and Stephen A is not perfect. We all know that, right? He screaming A. He gets, but he said you're being a hypocrite because it's like what I said. He's benefited from being the face of the league, so that's why I said earlier: take back all them endorsements, take back all that stuff, so you don't have to be the face of the league. This is what comes with it, man. You can't pick and choose, and now you tell Ant, well, I understand. You know what I'm saying? I understand. I wouldn't want it neither. I didn't ask for that. That's why they said, yes, you did. Stop lying. Stop lying. You know what I'm saying? I remember one time he made a statement one time. They said, what? Well, what are you chasing? He said, well, I'm chasing that ghost. I'm chasing that ghost. You know what I mean? Number 23. That's who I'm chasing. So he knows, man. Come on. You know what I'm saying? And so, but the reality is this, right? The reality is this, and I think this is what it comes down to. Guys today don't like scrutiny. They don't like to be said. They don't like nobody to tell them that they're doing wrong, they're playing bad. No one likes that. Now, they want to benefit and get all the money, but they don't want to hear you telling them how bad they played. or whatever happened. You know what I mean? Then it goes into, oh, LeBron is a good philanthropist. He's got a school out there. He does great for the kids. My man, we ain't talking about that. We talking straight hoops. Come on. And this is what happens with him sometimes. And so I like LeBron. I'm a big fan of his. I still think he's number 2. I got MJ all day, man. MJ all day. Easy to me. This is easy. But him telling Ant, you should tell Ant, be the face of the league because how it could benefit him. Tell him that because it benefited you. It gave you generational wealth for being the face of the league. Now, yes, there's the other side of that coin. Ask Michael Jordan. People didn't talk about Jordan early in his career, but towards the end, what did they get into? They get into the gambling. Right? With MJ, they got into all that stuff that they felt he was doing too much of, and the league was cracking down on him because they felt like he was having gambling problems or whatever the situation was with him. But what I'm saying is you can't benefit and eat from that plate, but not understand that what comes with eating from that plate also. And I think that's where this kind of got lost, man. Atlantic Lion says, I'm willing to sacrifice weird energy for generational wealth. Immortalized name and so much more. I like LeBron James, but LeBron loves to complain. Yeah, agreed, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, I agreed, man. Weird energy. Weird energy like what, man? They're just being reporters, man. So what? No one could tell you you're playing bad? People talking ish about you. That's what comes with it, man. I know Kobe would. God bless his soul, man. I know Kobe would be like, yo, he's soft, man. Soft. Knicks on the chip say, I liked him before I realized they built a new team every year. Yeah, man. That's what he does, man. Isaiah Costa says, I love LeBron, but this is one of the main reasons he wouldn't be number 1. Yeah, man. Like, I just didn't like this, man. Like, I thought it was a bad look for him. Isaiah, because I feel like you benefited from this. So, yeah, it's tough. It's not easy, but you've benefited so much from it. It's done so many things for your career and changed your family, your wealth, everything. And it's not easy. It's tough. But you benefited from it, man. So why are you going to tell a young kid, the young boy out there, like, nah, he shouldn't do that? Like, why would you kind of put that out there? Your name and what you say rings bells. So you gotta be smart about that, man. You gotta be smart about that. Let that kid go over there and make his money, man. Take care of his family. Let him be the face of the league and kind of benefit the same way you benefited. Now you're a billionaire. Now you're doing Space Jam and stuff like that. You think he would do Space Jam if he was the ninth man on the bench? You think he would do Spaceman if he was Draymond Green? Come on, man. You think? Come on, this is a joke, man. This is a joke. I never asked for that. Yes, you did, man. Yes, you did. Like, stop, man. Isaiah says he's been complaining and him not having the killer instinct, man. If he had both ways, then he would have been the best version. Agreed. This girl says the only thing Draymond deserves is to make an unemployment off. Yo, listen, you know what the funniest thing I heard, people? You know Diana Taurasi, right? She's DT is like, she was nasty on the court. She retired. But when they was in the Olympics, I don't know what year it was or wherever they were at. I might have the location wrong. But it was in there with a bunch of all-stars, and of course the women's team was in there with the men. She said to Draymond, how does it feel to be the only one in the room that's never been double-teamed? Cold-blooded. She said, how does it feel to be the only one in the room that's never been double-teamed? I knew low key I had to break his heart, man. I know he felt like this small, man. Because it's pretty much letting people know, like, yo, my man, we know you benefited off of off of Steph Curry your whole career. Your whole career is built off of this kid's shoulders, man. Your whole career. If he would have wound up playing for the Pistons, or if he would have wound up playing for the Heat, or if he would have wound up playing for the Grizzlies, my man, he might be out the league. Real talk. He said, nah, I'll jump in the river if that happened to be. Yo, word up, man. That's crazy. That's what she said that to him. Hilarious. But listen, people, look, that's my show, man. Listen, I appreciate everybody coming through, rock on me today. All my new subscribers. Can't even get it out. Sorry, it's late, man. Appreciate everybody coming through, rock on me today, man. Big win for them boys, 114 to 113. Huge win on the road. I will be back Sunday to talk about that Miami Heat game, so please come through and check it out. If it's your first time coming through, please subscribe to the channel. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Hit that like button, people. Right? Also, too, if it's your first time coming through, you're watching this on a replay, gang, please subscribe to the channel. And also, too, please leave comments because I do respond to comments. All right, listen, people, I appreciate everybody coming through. Rock on me again. New York State of Mind win for them boys, 114 to 113. I'm LV Live, and that's my show, and I'm out of here, people. Peace.